Stop gassing out. Join Gilbert Melendez, Tim Prater, Patrick Cote, and get Cardio Factor, the cardio building supplement from Adaptex Labs. Take your cardio to the next level at don'tgasout.com. Joe Rizzo here for MMA Diehards with David Branch, a winner tonight at Bellator 15 in Uncasville, Connecticut at Mohegan Sun, and a pretty dominant performance. You slapped a rear naked choke on him while he was standing up, and he tapped out before he could make it to the ground.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what I train to do. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 8 years now, and I train a lot of other disciplines. You know, like it's one of those things, it was like a blind date, so I really didn't have too much time. I didn't see any footage on him, so I kind of had to feel him out a lot the first round. I like to usually jump on the guy, but, you know, I had to play safe a little bit because I didn't know much about the guy. But, I mean, you know, big shout out to him, Derrick Mehman, for, you know, stepping up and taking that fight on short notice. He did. You know, he's a tough guy, 8-1. I wanted to get that under my belt just like he wanted to get, you know, me under his belt at 5-0, but now I'm 6-0. So, I mean, I knew I had the speed advantage, and speed kills.
How did you get to this point in terms of when did you decide to become an MMA fighter?
I used to help other MMA fighters train, Philippe Nova, Nardu Debra, John Benedus, and I started out working with those guys, and you know I ended up meeting a real great guy, you know, that taught me a lot about life and character as a young man, Clarence Everett, and you know, seeing him be with the other fighters and stuff like that, I said I can do this and have a guy who has my back like that. I lived with him, and he really put a lot of work into me, and now it's starting to pay off. We still got a lot to do. So that's pretty much how I got into it. Like, I just decided that this is something that I want to do as well, and he encouraged me and said I could do it. He backed me in, in anything I do in life.
You're a Brooklyn guy. Do you bring Brooklyn into the cage with you every time?
I mean, I bring my training partners into the cage with me. Brooklyn is Brooklyn. It's always going to be there. When I'm dead and gone, Brooklyn is going to be Brooklyn. I bring my training into the cage with me. From when I work with my guys, that's the stuff that comes in the cage with me. I mean, it's coming from Brooklyn. It sounds cool. It sounds tough, but whatever. It is what it is.
What about being part of Team Renzo Gracie? I know you mentioned some specific people, but what about wearing that Team Renzo Gracie logo?
Oh, man, wearing that Team Renzo Gracie logo is an honor, and it's something that I had to work for many years, and it's something that a lot of people at the academies, throughout, New Jersey and New York are working for to get that rank, that black belt, which is a white belt all over again. You're just starting brand new again. I mean, it's been an honor. I used to watch the Gracie family and, a lot of the great grapplers when I was a white belt, and I aspired to be like them and do some of the things that they were able to do in grappling and in fighting as well.
You obviously are a good grappler, but I was really impressed by your hands. You looked like you were twice as fast as your opponent tonight. Right.
I mean, it runs in my blood. I have 3 brothers that box. 2 of them are professional boxers. One of my brothers beat John Duddy here, and he also knocked out Cornelius Brundrich, Saku Powell. And, I work with those guys. I work with, guys that have been training him since he was a little kid, recommended by my father. And, they steering me in the right direction. I work with another guy, Jason Strout, from Church Street Boxing, and he works with me with my Muay Thai. And, those guys, they put a lot into me.
So if your hands weren't fast, you were going to get hammered at your before you even got out of your house, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, I guess.
All right, that's David Branch. Thanks for taking time with us. And Joe Rizzo for MMA Diehards.